Hey everyone, I'm over here at my Groab Band Saw, looking to make a fence for this thing. I picked this thing up a while back and I have no fence for it. So I figured before I need it, it'd be a good little project to come up with. So I'm gonna try and utilize this hole here and maybe drill another one back there. I got some scrap steel laying around. Let's see what we can come up with. So this is exactly why I wanted to make this fence, so I don't have to go through all this anytime I need it. And what's the irony in that? We're gonna use this saw to make a part for itself. So we're gonna rip this piece down here all the way down, then we'll get it cut down to dimensions, square it up on the mill. Well, we got through that. I can tell you that is one hungry machine right there. If you ever get the opportunity to grab one of these Groab saws, buy it up, because this thing is just amazing. Look at the cut on that. All right, guys, so we're over here at the mill, got it all set up. Gonna get these things trued up a little bit here. Kind of see the setup I got going here. We'll bring that down and machine that plasma mark off of there, and they'll be nice and square. And there we go, guys. All trued up. We'll knock the burrs off and go on to the next step. All right, everyone, so this is where we're at. Got the holes drilled, got them chamfered, got the radiuses turned, no more sharp edges. Kind of get the idea how this thing's gonna lay out now. I got to drill and tap another hole here, and then I'll have to drill and tap this angle for these two holes to mount it. And then where you see this bolt, I'll have to mill a slot coming up on both pieces, so it allows this thing to travel back and forth. And that's how I'll get my adjustment, if that makes sense. So, well, I'd say that came out pretty nice. All right, everyone, so this is where we're at. You've seen from the still photos, I drilled and tapped the table back there for that bolt, got that in. Then we took the angle over to the mill, drilled and tapped that for the two front bolts here. These bolts are just temporary. I'm gonna make some hand wheels for that, so you don't have to grab no wrenches when you go to move it. This is kind of what it looks like from this side. Oh, it's starting to look like something now. So I think the next step now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna nip these corners off of this angle a little bit, maybe cut off some of this excess metal that's really not needed. It's a 1/4 inch thick, so it's pretty stout stuff. So we can lose a little bit of that weight, put it on a little bit of a diet, make it look a little nicer. And then after that, we'll make the hand wheels. And also I'll have to make some spacers to go under here. Instead of them washers, I'll make something up just to accommodate the thickness of the angle. All right, everyone, so we got this thing pretty much turned down to shape. Got it drilled and tapped. Kind of get the idea how this thing's gonna look now. We'll put some finger grips on there in the mill and see if we can do something about that pilot hole in the middle. And we'll be in good shape. All right, everyone. Well, this is part of the video we've been waiting for. Here's our finished product. We got 4 custom knobs made up there. Got some fresh paint on this thing. She's looking good. And in case you're wondering why them knobs are different heights, I wanted to make sure my hand cleared when I go to tighten this up. That was one reason. The other reason, bear with me here, is when this moves back, the handles were going to hit. So I want to make sure we cleared that. As you can see, this thing goes on an angle. We're going to put an angle cut in your material. You got the ability to do it. Whichever way you want. Put it all the way back straight. And if that's not far enough for you, you can do that. Or bring it back the other way. Now you got a wider cut. No wrenches needed. Simply go over it, turn it down, you're good to go. Pull a quick tape over to the other side, make sure you're good and square, rip your piece, no wrenches needed. I did want to show you this. Underneath here, bear with me, see them little thrust bearings? When I went to tighten these down, it wanted to move these bars. Now it doesn't. So that's underneath each wheel. Come out pretty good for scrap material. Just stuff I had laying around in the corner. So don't be afraid to go dig in your pile there and try and make something out of it. So for a saw it didn't have a fence, now it's got one. Turn that down on with the fly cutter. Yeah, come out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you liked the video. Thanks.